Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be finally checking out a guitar that I've always had my eye on, but I've never had the means or the ability to get one until now, and today is the day, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Today, we're going to be checking out the Solar GC1.6TBR from Solar Guitars. I am so excited, man. Let's get into it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and I just messed up my intro. All kidding aside, thank you so much for everybody who's always tuning back in and hanging out with me. Today's going to be a lot of fun. Today's going to be a great day, and I'm really excited because I know there's a ton of buzz and a ton of hype behind Solar Guitars, and now it's my turn to get my hands on one and see what I can do with it, you know what I mean? Real quick, before I show you this guitar, if you're brand new to my channel and or you've yet to hit that subscribe button, what are you doing, man? Just go ahead and hit it. It costs nothing. It's completely free. Won't cause any pain, I guarantee it, and it would just make me happy. At the end of the day, it would just, it'd mean a lot, and yeah, I would just appreciate it, you know what I mean? So thank you in advance. So you guys already know that Old England created this company about 2 or 3 years ago, give or take, at the time of this filming, so I don't need to go into the backstory behind Solar Guitars. If you're here, if you're watching my channel and or watching this video, you know the origin behind this company and this, guitar, I guess. So let's just skip all that. Let's go into the spec, shall we? So this guitar is the GC1.6. Now, Solar Guitars has their own kind of like, I don't even know what to call that, kind of like numerical / alphabetical system with their models and their types and all that stuff. Basically, from my understanding, this is on the higher end of side of things, okay? Type G is the single cut. 1 is the, there's 2 different series, I think. There's 1 and there's 2. 1's the good one, and then 1.6, 6 strings, all right? So now this guitar, yes, obviously has 6 strings, has 2 volumes and a master tone, an Evertune bridge, which we'll talk about at the end of this video. We have a swamp ash body. We have a set through neck design, so it is a set neck, but it kind of feels like a neck through type of feel, just because with the heelless joint or whatever you want to call that there. I'll let you guys take a closer look at that. Yeah, so that's super sick, right? Next we have 24 jumbo stainless steel frets. We have a 13.78 fretboard radius, which is, I would round up and say it's like a 14-inch fretboard radius. That's super comfortable for me. I go back and forth between 12 and 14 as my favorite fretboard radius, so this is certainly very comfortable for me. Next, we have a 24 and 3/4 inch scale, so kind of like, your old school single cut type of vibe, like a Les Paul type of scale. So obviously that's very comfortable for me. Next, we have locking tuners, and then a swamp ash body, if I didn't say that already. And lastly, the pickups are Duncan Solar pickups, and you got a traditional 3-way type switch, all right? So now, how today's video is going to work is pretty similar to how I always do everything, okay? So first, I'm going to do a quick little demo song. This guitar is tuned to drop C, and for the demo song, I'm going to be using the Powered by Omega Groundifier suite, okay? I love that plugin, and it's about time to do something a little bit different, all right? Enough of the, the Mesa Boogie dual rectifier type of stuff. I'm going to use that as my tones, all right? And then after that, I'll come back, I'll do some playthroughing, I'll do some chugs, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up today's video and wrap up this guitar, all right? So I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into some tones right now. So everybody, that is the Solar Guitars GC1.6TBR. My overall summary with this guitar, man, it's a solid production model from Solar Guitars. Are there any negatives? Yes, for me personally, there are some negatives. And these are just personal preferences, okay? There's nothing wrong with this guitar, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. So let's just get that out of the way right now. There's nothing wrong with it. This is personal preference for me. You guys who watch my channel regularly, you guys kind of know what I like and what my my tastes are, if you will. So I have never been a fan of the Evertune bridge. Now it's contradicting myself because it stays in tune and it plays great, and it's, you know, you never have to mess with the tuners. Again, I totally get why people love them, but for me, it's a feel thing. It's something about having each individual string move on individual saddles, and it's kind of like its own independent entity, and it's not just like, you know, fixed on a bridge or whatever, or even just like on the same tremolo system. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something for me personally. It's just a feel thing. It just doesn't feel, I don't know how to describe it. It's not as comfortable for me as just like a traditional or old school type of bridge, okay? Another thing, you guys know me, almost all my guitars have block inlays, and whenever the fretboard's completely clean, I just don't really like it, you know? I don't know, I've always been like, you know, when you're playing, you want things to be as easy as possible, and even though I've been playing, you know, going on 20 years now, I always like it when you have a big giant fretboard marker. You guys know this, I've said it a million times. And although it does look super clean and sleek when there's nothing on here, I just like having something visually. You know, I think that'll always be the case for me personally. It doesn't matter how long I've been playing. I just like it when you have something, a landmark, especially when I try to use my theory knowledge and I try to know where all the modes are and all the, you know, different voicings with chords, etc., etc. I just like having big giant block inlays, or even dots at the very least. So when there's a completely sleek fretboard, it just kind of just makes me, I don't even know how to describe it, just makes me a little disappointed, I guess. But apart from that, man, I gotta say right off the bat, this thing is a metal player's dream. It really is. It just like has this super like crunchiness to it, to the tone, and aggressiveness and snarl to it. And I think it's got to be these pickups, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's certainly made for metal. I mean, not only does it look metal, but it sounds metal. It's just very aggressive, very, like I said, snarly. It's the best way I could describe it. And it plays really, really great. It has a nice warm tone to it. It has a nice kind of resonant sound, a lot of low end built into the guitar. It's not very snappy or anything like that. It's just very like low, mean, and just growly. That's the best way I could describe it. And so just the overall positive, like I said, it just plays great. It's a quality instrument. You know, nothing sticks out for me, excuse me, in terms of something that's like, you know, wrong with it, or something that just doesn't really like functionally do its job. Everything that I said negative about this guitar is just a personal preference, and it's more of like just a feel and an aesthetic, all right? Apart from that, man, it just plays great and it sounds even better in my opinion. So everybody, that is my opinion on the Solar Guitars GC1.6TBR. I'm so excited, man. I'm so thankful that the gentleman who sent this guitar in is allowing me to have this guitar here on vacation. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I hope I did it justice, and I hope you guys had a good time just hanging out with me, checking out this guitar, all right? So everybody, a huge shout out to all my patrons and everybody who supports me. I love you guys so much. If you're brand new to this channel and you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. It would mean a lot. It would really, really mean a lot. And I just thank you for hanging out to the end of this video. So everybody, I'm out of here. Thank you so much one more time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.